episode 255 of the VIG Lounge, where we're going to be doing something a little bit different. A segment I like to call, which I hope to turn into a series, an album and a game. Volume 1 is going to be the Swiss avant-garde symphonic orchestral metal band Kerberos, and their record, as they call it, because some sources call it an EP, some sources call it an album, but I received permission to review this directly from the drummer of the band named Nick, and he told me that they just call it a record because they're not sure whether it's an EP or an album. So I'm going to respect the band and go with record in this case. So let's do a brief overview here. On vocals for Kerberos, we have Ian. Then we have Diego on guitars. We have Felcien on vocals, guitars, and fretless bass. And Nick, or Nicholas, as the Bandcamp page says, on drums. Again, shout out to Nick and the band Kerberos for allowing me to do this. I'm so excited. So what we're going to be doing is we're going to listen to the album. I'm going to react live. Oh no, I just called it an album. We're going to listen to the record and react live. This is how we know it's live. And I'm going to basically talk about each song while I play some Hall of Meat in Skate 2. So I hope you guys enjoy this. And if you do, I'd like to make it into a series and see if I can reach out to other independent bands to be able to review their music. But here's what we've got. We've got Prelude in Preludium, in H-Moll, followed by track 2, Near Violence Experience, followed by track 3, which is what introduced me to the band, Liar Within, track 4, Alpine Sea, and closing out with the title track, Apostle to the Malevolent. I hope you guys enjoy this as much as I do. This is going to be a lot of fun for me to be able to combine my passion for gaming and my passion for underground music, particularly metal. With the preamble out of the way, let's jump right into the music, shall we? Kicking off with Prelude in H-Moll. I just had to move over just for a second so I could set things up and see what I was looking at. Of course, we're going to be starting with Skydive. And I love this little intro here to kick things off. The use of what sounds like a really creepy organ. And this is the feel I got from the couple of tracks that I had heard before listening to the whole album. Oh, I took out a person! It honestly makes me feel like I'm at a demented carnival. And I mean that as a compliment. Some beautiful, creepy, classic elements here. Oh, what a land right on the face. And, you know, for an intro that's a little over a minute, they pack quite a bit in. You know, intros can be hit or miss, but this is a great prelude, or preludium, if you will, to what's to come. And I feel like if you put this on a loop, you know, inside of a haunted house, or, you know, like a really creepy mansion, that it would work very well. So, great start. A little over a minute in. Here's track 2, Near Violence Experience. Then we got a nice driving riff with the strings over top. Love the sound of the string instrument section here. It's beautiful. And they're really letting the bass shine too. Oh God! Oh, that was bad. We know we're live, pal. far, the instrumentation is the instrumentation is something I would call controlled chaos. There's a lot going on, but it's cohesive. First start of vocals with some deep gutturals. And then some female choir vocals as well, nicely done. Oh, I love this use of flute. This is beautiful. And honestly, the flute pairs with the female vocals very nicely. Oh, don't worry, this game will certainly cause injuries, as we've got some soprano male vocals, which, according to Metal Archives, are actually provided by the drummer Nick. So, as you can hear so far, at least from what I feel, this is a group of very eclectic and talented musicians that add many elements to the band. And we're only one song in, and I'm absolutely loving this record so far. And there we are once again. Oh, I messed that up royally. Oh, we've got some snarly vocals in there as well. The variety in this song is absolutely off the chart. Now this makes me feel like I should be on a quest, like I'm playing, you know, a game like World of Warcraft or maybe Oblivion or Skyrim. Oh, the way that went into the solo. That is just a brilliant piece of music right there. And I love how the bass is able to accompany the guitar solo. Really letting the bass shine in this part, along with the female choir vocals. You know, I really like that nothing is overpowering anything else, and yet everything is shining. Nobody's stealing the spotlight, but they're all shining individually. And this is only the first full song. Yes! Oh, I thought I was going to take that person out. I made the bench wobble and they walked away. And the male soprano vocals come in again. I almost want to sing along, but I don't want to ruin the experience for you guys or for the band, or even for myself. I just want to take this in. Oh, I botched that, but I might be able to salvage it somehow. Wow, that was absolutely incredible. Now, this song is a little bit cheating because the first track I heard by Kerberos was Liar Within, but I do want to give it a genuine reaction as well. I love this little medieval instrumentation section here. I showed the song to my wife and she pointed out the same thing, how it has a medieval sound to it. And the dueling gutturals and raspy snarls as well. An eerie sounding, what sounds like a synth to me, is just fantastic. And I love the female choir vocals. And what's impressive is, it sounds completely different. Oh, I took out a person! It sounds completely different than what we were hearing in Near Violence Experience. And again, it just shows that level of versatility that Kerberos has. Like, you can definitely tell that it's the same band, and yet there are completely different elements in the vocals and in the song structure from track to track, while it's all being cohesive as well. I am really enjoying this so far. Those snarls actually remind me a lot of Jeff Walker from Carcass, or another band that is kind of an obscure one, I would think anyway. A band from Spain called Unreal Overflows. But then they also have this, you know, symphonic orchestral element, which reminds me of an amazing band from Quebec called Unexpect. And I'm always looking for something to kind of scratch that itch, because Unexpect is no longer a band anymore. And Kerberos is certainly doing that. I don't know what he landed on, but that was brutal. Right there almost has like a bit of a thrashing rip to it. And that's one thing I really like, is that there are many moments where there are dynamic pace changes, but the song is still very cohesive. And I like that it always goes back to that central main riff at least 2 or 3 times per song. Colin McKay just eats it there. And like I said in the previous song, I love that every single member of the band is able to shine without overcrowding anybody else. Oh, that piano part there. And we get another dose of the female operatic choir vocals. something, you know, to get into after listening to bands like Cradle of Filth, especially, I feel would like this. Because it has elements of, you know, the gothic sound and black metal sound as well. Heck, even if you're looking for something heavier and you're a fan of symphonic bands like Nightwish, I feel that this would be a great band to listen to as well. This again is the album that got me, or the song, sorry, that got me into the band, and it's a masterpiece. Oh! Here we are starting with a nice violin solo. It's brief, but wow, does it set up the song nicely. This is Alpine C. I like that you've got the female choir vocals with male choir vocals following. Sounds nice and clear. And you know what? This was actually a nice place to put it, because it helps break up the more chaotic elements of the album. Or sorry, the record. Please forgive me for the record. But the first two full songs, Liar Within and then the track before it here, Violence Experience, are a little more chaotic and bombastic, whereas Alpine C is, you know, slowed down a little bit. We're still maintaining some chaotic drumming and those really nice orchestra elements. And these clean male and female choir vocals as well. There we go. And it's really nice too to kind of have the clean vocals shine for the majority of this song thus far. I don't believe I've heard anything harsh yet on this song. That subtle bass part before this riff was really cool, and I'm enjoying the riff too, actually. And again, it's that one thing I keep coming back to. This album is controlled chaos in the best way possible. even with a standard band arrangement, let alone all these orchestral and choir elements. So, you know, if I were wearing a hat right now, I would tip it to Kerberos because, wow. Oh, here comes one of the male soprano. Makes me really want to hear these guys live and see it pulled off as well, because obviously there'd be a lot to navigate, but I just feel that this would translate very well live. Oh, I thought the song was over there. That got me to bite a little bit. There's the ending. Now we hear a little bit of skateboarding in the background. Intoxicate our minds with your vision of endless. This almost has a church choir vibe to it. This is Apostle to the Malevolent, so that would make sense. The title track. Back of his head. Poor Chris Haslam. I love how the instruments come in here, like with the drums, and then you hear the guitars with the choir still going on. And again, you've got that really nice bass tone, and I've always loved the sound of the fretless bass. This section here reminds me of a very obscure album as well. An album called Concealed by French tech death metal band Augury. Or I should actually say French Canadian band Augury. And these raspy Jeff Walker-esque snarls with the dueling growling as well is just awesome. The gutturals. Oh! And just when I get used to that, we've got the beautiful female choir vocals kicking in now. What's wild about this too is that the album itself is only... Oh, I did it again! I'm really sorry. The record itself is, you know, a little over 30 minutes, and they're able to pack in so much that you would think that it was just a mess, but they craft everything beautifully. Again, one thing I can describe this album as in 2 words: organized chaos. But again, in the best way. It's bombastic, it sounds unhinged, and yet it's organized and cohesive at the same time. just wanted to take some time to take this in because the music is just fantastic. It's been a great listen from start to finish. And, you know, one thing that makes the album special to me too is that, you know, they want you, or they leave you wanting more. And Kerberos does a great job of that by packing so much into over 30 minutes. And another suggestion to anybody watching this who is a fan of the new Patriarch album, I feel would absolutely love this. Love this, you got a little bit of a disjointed solo right here. And then it goes right into a piano section. Here are some clean vocals again. And I love how you can have a seamless transition of female choir vocals into these gutturals. Go right back into the female choirs of the course. Wow. I am absolutely impressed. I'm honestly blown away by how good this record is. You know, it's very engaging. And I keep repeating myself, but it's bombastic yet cohesive. And that's a very difficult thing to pull off. Now you've got almost a section that sounds like triumphant marching. And this is all in one song. Can't even help it, I'm bobbing my head along. I can't. It's hypnotic, I can't help it. I absolutely love this album. Oh no, I did it again! Record, I absolutely love this record. It's hard to speak the language. I mean, Nick was a really good sport about it. He said that I could call it an album or an EP if I wanted to, but I was trying my best to stick to calling it a record. But there have been some slips where I referred to it as an album, because it's what I'm used to. So, I apologize for that. Oh, that bass part is so cool! And we get to hear it again! That ping, by the way, was my guy hitting the bar. It had nothing to do with the music, but it also worked! Snarls and gutturals. Oh, right off the side! Or right off the traffic light, excuse me. I'm glad I got that in there. Oh, I like that it's got a little quiet outro. And again, it has that medieval sound to it, which I feel is a great way to close out the record. There, I got it at the last moment. I actually got to say it properly without having to correct myself. But now with the record being over, I just want to say once again, this is an absolutely beautifully chaotic record that is very engaging. There are a lot of things going on, and yet, again, it's cohesive. It leaves you wanting more, because honestly, I'm going to go back and listen to this record again. And, you know, I feel like it's going to be something that makes my year-end list of favorite albums. I do that every year. Do my top 31 releases on my personal Facebook page. And Kerberos's Apostle to the Malevolent, I feel, is going to be part of that because, again, it really grabbed me. From the moment that I first heard the track Liar Within to now this complete playthrough of the album. Oh, I did it again. I'm sorry. Complete playthrough of the record. That's how you know it's raw and live. But this record is completely fantastic. Anybody who is into bands like Cradle of Filth or Sigh or my obscure suggestions like Unexpect, hell, even a band like Diablo Swing Orchestra, definitely give this a listen. And if you like progressive death metal, even something like Opeth, I feel like this would be a great fit for you too. And, you know, it's great to just take that time and discover music that you otherwise may not have heard. And I hope that this stream leads you to that. And of course, I'm going to be leaving links to where you can purchase Kerberos' music if this is something that leads you to do so. And I want to give a shout out again to Kerberos, especially the drummer Nick, for giving me the opportunity to live react to the album while I'm gaming here on my channel. I just reached out through Bandcamp via email to Kerberos, and he was gracious enough to respond and give me the opportunity to react to the album and share it with you guys today. So, Nick, once again, thank you so much for giving me this opportunity. It was an absolute blast, and I hope everybody enjoyed this as much as I did. I have been the Visually Impaired Gamer 1987, and until next time, I bid you adieu. Have yourselves a fantastic Friday, everybody.